Thank you very much, Martin, for your kind introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, dear all, the role of science in society is changing. We are rapidly approaching the days of open science. Long gone are the times in which we could pride ourselves to work in splendid isolation, the metaphorical academic ivory tower. The phrase, "we will tell you when we found something that might be of interest to you someday," as a way to legitimize ourselves, will no longer do. Society demands more from us as academics, more relevance, more transparency, and always, always rigor. Moreover, through Horizon 2020 and the Dutch National Science Agenda and other initiatives, we also see how funding is often connected to a requirement to involve societal stakeholders right from the outset. Moreover, societal impact has become one of the major criteria for funding. For this, we need to develop a new transdisciplinary way of working. Today, our challenge is to find an appropriate answer to the call from society to come up with knowledge to address the great challenges of our time. In your strategic theme, you coined the phrase rigor meets relevance, a phrase I like very much. I think that Utrecht University is well aware of the changing demands, but I think that we should not merely change our storefront, our window shop, so to say, but we have to attend to our own procedural logics, as also when it comes to work together with societal stakeholders. For instance, over the last decades, we have developed a variety sets of criteria to monitor the quality of our work. Yet, thus far, we have failed to think what it means to do open and transdisciplinary science. Let me share a worry. If we do not reflect on how we expect our members of staff to perform, we may create a boulevard of broken dreams. We cannot and should not simply add criteria, making the life of early career academics into a tragic steeplechase. This really needs to change. We will need to come up with a more varied set of activities and engagements according to which we judge their performance. And our university feels a strong commitment to deliver in that area. We have started an open science program that indeed, I expect, will have a strong effect on rewards and incentives when it comes to having a successful academic career. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon, the conference will be closed with a panel devoted to the question, should universities reinvent themselves? Unfortunately, I cannot attend the debate because I have other obligations, but yet I encourage you very much to engage in that debate. What has Utrecht University done so far? For instance, in the field of education, our strategic plan argues that all students should be taken on some understanding of sustainability issues. Together with the Deans of Education, Hans de Bresser from Geoscience faculty is now completing a university-wide inventory of the modules that are currently related to sustainability. And the idea is that we make them accessible for as many students as possible from all kinds of disciplines. We want more attention for sustainability in our bachelor programs, also with an interdisciplinary approach. What role can a strategic theme fulfill in this? After all, while it is obvious that the strategic theme primarily relates to research, we are, as a university, obliged to always connect research to education and education to research. We must discuss how exactly we want to approach sustainability. What sort of interdisciplinary capacities should we teach? How do we train the next generation of researchers? And even more in general, academics, scholars. As an executive board, we also want to experiment with sustainability, using our campuses as living labs. How can we ourselves move into the forefront with new energy supplies, new mobility schemes, and indeed a new normal when it comes to food and drinks? As a first step, we don't serve meat anymore in our cafeteria during official dinners, lunches, and receptions. We recently, last week, abandoned plastic bottles with flat water in our vending machines. We encourage the use of ordinary but ever so tasty Dutch healthy tap water. The Living Lab can also be applied in the context of the collaboration with our hometown, Utrecht. There is a lot of merit seeking to actively support the sustainability initiatives taking place all around the city and in the province. To me, it is clear. If we really want to stand out in terms of sustainability, we have to do more than merely underline its importance. We will need to be in the forefront of research, come up with new connections to education and new educational formats. And we have to make sure that societal stakeholders start to recognize us as their knowledge partners, right from the early inception of their ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a delight to be here, and herewith I open the 2019 Pathways to Sustainability Conference, and I wish you all a very inspiring and fruitful day. Thank you very much.
And now we'll hear from Martin Heyer, some opening remarks to set the context for the conference. And I'll hand it over to Martin.